Hey KidMin guys, we are coming to you live. First time we're actually making a motion picture. We're in motion, get it? From downtown Tallapoosa. Grace and I had to run uptown, and it's come up 7 o'clock on us. And Grayson's not wearing his seatbelt, and my truck's dinging. So we're gonna let Grayson buckle up. And real quick, I don't think we have any birthdays tonight. And well, we do have one special, and I embarrassed her real bad several years ago. Parker and Colt's mama, Miss Jessica, happy birthday. I think it's coming up here in a couple of days. But if there's anybody else out there that I missed, as always, put it in the comments. I promise to hit you next week, send you a special birthday note later in the week. But as we went uptown this evening, and I'm looking around, I'm kind of looking up at the sky, and one word comes to mind, and it's a word that Grayson actually had as a spelling word probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, and the word is ominous. The sky today has been very ominous, which is almost scary looking. We've had these kind of low clouds most of the day, and it just looks kind of bizarre. And those who follow the news, you also know that there is a hurricane that has just hit the Louisiana coast. And I think it's the 5th one that's hit Louisiana just this year. And it hit the coast about 3 hours ago as a fairly significant hurricane. And it's very fast moving, and it will be to Tallapoosa or our surrounding area probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. And when it does, we're expecting some fairly significant wind. I've seen some estimates as high as 70 miles an hour, and that can be pretty scary for a lot of people. It's scary for you kids. It's scary for us parents. But throughout the Bible, it's written, we talk about storms. And throughout the Bible, there are places where storms are sort of used as metaphors for things going on in our life. And we all have some type of storm. Whether it's issues with friends at school, whether it's issues with a teacher at school, whether it's issue with your brothers or sisters, issues with your parents, with your grandparents. We all have these storms that in some form or fashion kind of get us off our path. And many times we get caught up in the storm, and we don't really listen to God like we should. Now, these storms come and go. But if we listen to God, these storms usually go very quickly, such as it's been cloudy today, it's rained off and on today. In the next 5 or 6 hours, it's going to be really bad. So I've got a lot of stuff prepared. Grace and I had to take some things uptown. We're about to go strap the trampoline to the tree. We've picked up some loose things around the yard just to make sure, nothing makes a mess tonight. And hopefully, if the weather prediction is correct, by probably lunchtime tomorrow, if not 2 or 3 o'clock, it's going to be sun shining. And just as fast as this storm comes, it will go. And if we follow God's path for us, and we follow God's plan for us, these storms will come, we follow His plan, and they go just as quickly. And there is a bright side. There is a sunny side. There are blue skies on the other side of whatever that storm you have going on in your life. Maybe it's you're not able to figure out the homework. Maybe it's you're having trouble with your math. Maybe you're having trouble with your science. I don't know what your storm is that you're dealing with. But I promise you, just as this storm's coming tonight and tomorrow by probably 3 o'clock, we're going to have blue, sunny skies. If you follow God's path for you, you will have bright, sunny skies. There's no question about it. And the way you follow that plan is by praying to Him, by listening. You know, we've talked about this through the summer, about, you know, that GPS that God has for us. But by listening to Him, listening to that inner voice, listening to that Holy Spirit inside you, that's the only way you get through these storms. And some storms are kind of light. Some storms are very heavy, like the one we're probably in store for this evening. But as I look around, and I'm seeing, you know, out the top of the truck, you know, just these low, ominous clouds. I just can't. Yeah, you're probably just looking at a light there, Grayson. But you just, you know, I just can't help but know that there is that promise that God gives us, that we're going to have those blue skies tomorrow. We're going to have that sunshine tomorrow. And just as these storms come, they go, and then we have that sun beaming down on our face, hopefully tomorrow at this time. Well, tomorrow this time it'll be sunset. But, you know what I'm saying. But with all that stated, guys, I don't have a long message for you, but I just want you to know that God's got a great plan for you. You keep listening to it. Keep following what He wants you to do. Listen to your parents. Oh, one other thing, since we're talking about your parents. Go ask your parents tonight, have you voted? And if they haven't, tell them to go vote tomorrow. Since you're out of school and they're watching you, go up and vote tomorrow. Lines will be short. But listen to your parents. Listen to that Holy Spirit inside of you. And if you've got any questions regarding listening to God or God, what God has in store for you, or trying to listen to that Holy Spirit, talk to your parents. And if your parents, if they're not comfortable talking to you about it, have them call Pastor Mike. Pastor Mike will drop what he's doing right now. He'll drop what he's doing and come to your house and explain everything you need to know about having that Holy Spirit in your heart, having Jesus in your heart. And parents, if you've got any questions, call Pastor Mike or me or someone you trust. And I'm sure they'll be more than happy to sit there and talk with you, talk with your kids about it. But guys, I just want you to know I love you. I miss you. To all those who came out last Wednesday night and helped pack those bags for the trunk or treat, thank you so much. Y'all's work for God that evening was tremendous. Tonight we were supposed to have hundreds and hundreds of cars coming through our church, handing out all those bags that we packed. And unfortunately, this weather was supposed to be coming through right in the middle of that, so we had to cancel a little early. But all you guys, and even the adults who came, and you took those bags and we poked the holes in them, and we made sure all of them had the right amount of candy, and we tied the bows and put the stickers on them. All of those bags are going to kids this week. They're going to go to, I think, 450 or so kids around the community over the next 2 or 3 days. So you're going to be touching a whole lot of kids this week through your efforts last Wednesday night. So just think, you may see some of these bags at school. So when you see those kids toting those bags home from school, think, you know what? There's a little bit of God in those bags, and I helped pack those. Guys, once again, I just want to drive home the point that I love you. I miss you. Remember, we are worshiping as a church right now. I can't wait to fist bump you again. And hopefully one day soon we're going to be back at that church ripping and roaring and, having an awesome time. See you next week, if not sooner. But I love you and I miss you. Take care, guys.